Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Done. 180.
March 47.
82, 82.
Back it.
Hey. High 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check out.
14, 82, 14.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Now Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Lefty.
50. Tackles. Switch.
61. Matchbox lights.
Throwing now is Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Now.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
30 base.
Come on. You better bring
Pilot, 64, weak.
No.
Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Come on, set. X3. 218, chopper.
Undercrush.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Just like that.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. To throw is Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Touchdown, Philadelphia! J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's go. You tighten up.
To throw on 2nd down, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Going deep now for Herndon. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Kill.
80 weapons.
56.
Hey, Alpha.
Right there. 56.
5.
From the gun, Herbert. His throw incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Don't let him breathe. Play that time.
Throwing again. Herbert. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Thomas, the intended target. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
57.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. On first down, Wentz. Open target here, Darius Slayton. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Don't be scared of it. Go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first down, Herbert. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Back. Begin.
Back to throw. Herbert. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
SOS. Hey, Zoo.
Off play action. Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Hang in there now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz, open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing is Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Wentz on third down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Looking to throw. Herbert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk. They'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Back to throw. Herbert, that is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
No. Off.
Hey, box drop.
From the gun, Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Tajay Sharp in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Wentz to throw. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 9-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
8-3.
Check 56.
General West.
Shoot.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. With his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And 2 sauce.
56.
Protein spread.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And he fends him off. He gets away from 1. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A 10th carry for Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
56 is the mic.
Here we go. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Looking downfield for Godwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, watch this. Watch this.
Kill. Hey, kill. Hey, 4-2, kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a first down following a gain of 3. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Oh, ball. That's our ball. That's our ball.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got Herndon, his tight end. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 2nd down, Kamara. Kamara has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
Alert 3.
Kill.
Alert 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
25, check 25, check 25.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike.
Now Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Wentz now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he loses the football a second time. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Saints' 35-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you, boy. Slam.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
We want it. Come to my world.
Now a handoff looking right. And some room to run now. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, fellas.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this